Well, hello everybody. It's time once again for another exciting edition of Psychic Sundays Live with your host, the Queen of Booga Booga, Psychic Sally Diane.
Hi, friends, and welcome to another exciting episode of our show. So glad to be here with our YouTube friends on a Sunday night. I did want to let everybody know that I do have an upcoming room class, and this is going to be a real exciting class. This is for anybody in the Stratford area. I will be teaching it out of St. Mary's, and you will be making your own runes with a very special clay while I teach you how to make them. Okay, and I will give you more details. The runes class will be taking place on Saturdays, so I think that'll fit in a lot of people's schedule, and we can get on with other things. Let's start with the readings.
Okay, so the first question I have is from Sean G. Will I sell art to P if I invite them over?
Who's Art? Okay. So let's take a look at what you need to know about this situation. Friend Sean selling art. Okay, now this one kind of wanted to it flipped over and it's reversed. It's the Six of Wands reversed. And so that tells me that you have to be careful not to oversell. Okay. It does show him to be somebody who is, he does seem to be an art lover. And so that works in your favor. So, yeah, soft sell is the way to go with this project right now. And let's see if we can get a couple more. And right here, you have the Sun reversed and the Three of Cups reversed. So it's a good network. It's a good connection here. I don't think you'll sell things because the cards are basically saying instead of looking for something right now, look for something long term and set up a rapport with this fella. Because I'm getting a feeling that there's commercial projects and the like down the road, but you got to be really cool and really lowbrow, the first meeting. So the answer is yes, but not right away.
Okay, all right.
Hi, Dorella.
Hi, Dorella. Hi, everybody. Our first question, no, that's our second question now, is from O'Neill R.
Yes.
Hi, Sally. May I have messages using the runes?
Of course. And these two runes seem to like you. First off, it says that upcoming Perthel, which is dice cup. And you don't see what's in the dice cup until you throw the dice. And what this rune is telling me that you need to know about about what's coming up is don't judge situations right away. There's going to be it's like things aren't as they appear to be right up front. So take your time in making any decisions about anything. All right, and then you have Tiwaz, which is associated with truth and justice. So, yeah, don't judge things right off the bat. Things aren't as they appear, and some things you assume are true are not true. So, proceed with caution.
All right. Haunting Live, are you missing a word there in your question? Something between this and go? I'll come back to you once you answer that, all right? In the meantime, Lynette is looking for any messages from Spirit.
All right, so what does Spirit have to say to Lynette? And the cards are jumping today. All right. Okay, so Lynette, it's saying that right now you're not in charge of the money. I don't know what's going on here, but it's kind of like right now you're not in charge of your own resources like you need to be. And it also seems like you've got somebody who's sort of controlling the situation. Looks like there might be a little financial manipulation here, because it's kind of like yeah, the phrase "the scales falling off your eyes." So when you start to doubt, when you start to realize that you might be you might be being manipulated, this is a time to say no more. Okay, so good time for you to eat your Wheaties and show your strength.
And our next question is from Patricia.
Patricia,
Wanted to know a timeline approximately when I will be in a financial position to pay off my current car loan.
all right, so, oh, Patricia, here we go. It's saying that you got a lot of things on the go at once. It's not just one thing or the other. It's a bunch of little things too. And I got that as soon as you talked about the car loan. It's like, well, once you pay off that one, there's going to be another one. You know, it's kind of one after another. But I think that's just the way things are. Because even though you have these debts, if you look around you and look at how you're living, you're also living better as well. So that's where the money's going. Okay, and it shows me that you might choose to postpone moving forward in order to clear things up, which feels like a really good idea. So don't just look at the car loan, look at the whole thing. And always focus on small stuff first.
And next we have Blue Snapper.
Hey, Blues.
Blue's looking for spirit messages or just any messages for the week ahead.
Okay, so what does Spirit want Blue Snapper to know? And your messages. Sometimes even when you don't feel like being the adults in the room, you got to be the adults in the room. And you also have to remember that you can pretty much well predict people's future behavior based on their past behavior. And some leopards just never change their spots. Yeah, there it is. There's a selfish woman around you, and I think she gets in your way a lot. And it's just saying, yeah, you're the adult here. You're the mature one. You know, quit treating her like she's an equal, because she's not. Yeah, it feels like you're being it's almost like cuts by death by 1,000 cuts, right? And it just says there's all these little things that just keep you keep you from moving forward and keep you stuck in place. And the thing with it is that the cards are saying, open up your eyes. Realize how much just open up your eyes and put one foot in front of the other. And sometimes life calls on us to be selfish. And I think you're hitting one of those spots in life.
And next we have Bonita.
Hi, Bonita.
Who's entering into my love life?
Okay. Hopefully
if
not.
you already have a love life, wouldn't somebody entering be the third wheel?
Yeah. True. Okay. So, Benita and love. What's happening with Benita and love? Yeah, it does look like you've been stuck in kind of a stagnant period. A lot of nights where you're all revved up and no place to go. Okay. So you have managed to break loose of some of your patterns, and you've gotten out a lot more, and that helps things. So yeah, as your love life, you are starting to activate something in your love life, and that's a good thing. So however you're getting out there, however you're connecting with people, keep it up. And I would expect this to be a love card. Well, it's a card of balance. And I think maybe that's what that's the one thing you still need in your life to bring it into balance. Yeah. Also, that's also the number 11. So I wonder if you're looking at love coming into your life and solid love. Like this is a major arcana card, so it's one that's got some longevity to it, and that comes around November. So keep being your charming self.
All right, and our next victim is Speak Knowledge, who's looking for spirit guide messages with the runes.
Okay, so the runes. The runes for Speak Knowledge. Right there. Okay, when you see this one, which is Thorazaz, which is Thorn, which talks about annoyances, little annoyances. It talks about how situations can get out of hand if you try and handle them by yourself. So this is saying, like, I think the suggestion there is that everybody who kind of annoys you a little bit, put them to work. Because it looks like if you just dismiss people around you, then they are going to seem like annoyances. When in fact, you have people that you can use as to support workers. All you need to let them know is I need a little help here, I need a little help there. That'll go really well for you. And it also says that by the time you get to the weekend, it seems like Friday night. It seems like Friday holds a little bit of serendipity, a little something else. So you might have you might meet a cute guy, or you might get a little something in your paycheck. Friday is your day.
All right, Haunting Life clarified their question.
Okay.
And they want to know, how will this Wednesday go for the three?
Okay. And I think that's a really good question. And the what he's talking about is on Wednesday, I will be making they will be interviewing me on the Divine Oracle podcast and also on their Podbean channel. And if you go to my Facebook page, the Clairvoyant Psychic Sally Diane, I will post the times and the links to these to these interviews on Wednesday. It was a little slow last Wednesday, so we decided we'd try it one more time. But it is live, so you can ask questions in real time. And like I said, that's next Wednesday at 9 p.m. And here, let's see what the cards have to say about next Wednesday. It actually doesn't look too bad. You've got the wands here, and even though the wands are facing in the wrong direction, I think that talks more about the yin versus yang energy. So you might have a little too much feminine energy there, but it does look like it'll go all right. The Hermit, I remind you, I am a Virgo, and Hermit is the card that's associated with Virgo. So yeah, it should go all right. This should be a better broadcast. And I hope some of you guys out there will join in the fun. come in and ask a question or two on Wednesday. It'd be a lot of fun and would love to see you guys there.
All right, next we got Kara James.
Hi, Kara.
I signed up for TaskRabbit and want to know how that will work out for me in the long run.
I have no idea what TaskRabbit is.
It sounds to me it's a on-demand gopher service.
Oh, well, let's see what...
And by gopher, I mean go. I mean, hey, gopher, get me that, and gopher, get me that. Hey.
Okay, so let's see. TaskRabbit?
TaskRabbit. Today you're doing this.
Okay, so I worry about how much they pay you versus how much they get paid. So it's reminding you right here that it's not going to be a big money maker. Oh, but it gets you going in the right direction. And Kara's you're a very fiery entrepreneurial type of person. So you're going to kind of see, well, yeah, I know they want me to do that for 9 pet coins, but I'll tell you what, I can do it on my own and get 10. So it feels like it kind of points you in the right direction. So it's not the end all be all, but it's a step in the right direction that you probably wouldn't have taken before. Yeah, absolutely. And even the Page of Swords talks about that step forward, that step forward, that step forward. And I always feel like Page of Swords has a certain association with things on the internet just because of the little F, little Facebook F. Okay, so there you are.
Okay. All right. Next, we got Patty.
Hi, Patty.
Will I be able to live on an online teaching income?
Patty and online it feels like you're starting on a new path. And it feels like the path is a little it feels like there's unexpected obstacles. And I see a lot of vines too, which, I know I'm getting this metaphorically. I think if you're going to go online, you have to make sure that you have you have the right service provider, because you might, it seems like you might be having speed problems there. It could be a lucky thing for you. All right, it's funny because it's kind of like I got that's a different direction, even though it's a different direction. This is reversed. I think that it'll go well just because you're innovative and you know how to combine elements of what you already know with elements of what you're learning right now, which makes you a good teacher. Yeah. You'll be satisfied. You'll be satisfied. There's a lot of fixing to do there, but it seems to be in your wheelhouse. So I think you'll enjoy it. It seems to be something that has a lot more flexibility and personal accountability.
All right, moving on. Who is next here? Cool Libra.
Cool Libra.
Is LY a possible love interest or just a friend?
See, the cards are showing me the same thing with you, Cool Libra, is you wait too long. You wait too long to set the hook. I don't know whether you're a fisherman or not, but I actually got I actually got the word pounce, but it feels more like something where, when opportunity presents itself, you're too slow to actually show interest. But we'll see what the cards have to say. Watch them get the Eight of Wands reversed right there. Oh no, you've got the Queen of Cups. But that's negatively aspected. I think you need to the Star of Hope, but it's reversed. And I worry about the choices that you make. And that's what the tarot is talking about, is the choice you make. So that makes me wonder about LY. Yeah, it's and you ask how it's going to go. It's yeah, it just feels like you're going to decide against it. It just LY seems to be a little bit self-absorbed, too self-absorbed for your liking.
Next, we have Magic Dust.
Hi, Magic Dust.
Magic Dust wants to know, will I find a new job soon?
Yeah. I always see the job numbers come out. They're not good
Which country?
in the U.S. But we'll see what You're not looking for every job in the world. You're looking for one. So let's see how. So, okay, Magic Dust. Magic Dust and a new job. Yeah, it feels like the job you're in now, it was a start, but it just wasn't the start that you were looking for. Yeah, and it isn't easy to find jobs. It's kind of like you're going to have to look pretty hard. Okay, so you're looking for a new job, and it feels like saying you're going to have to look a while. But I think once you find a new job, you might find your current employer willing to do things to try and get you to stay. So it doesn't feel like they want you to go where you're at. They just don't know how to make you feel appreciated. But you want to find a new job. Yes, you can find a new job. You need to do your homework. You need to be organized, and you need to be well grounded and have clear focus. And if you have those things, anybody can find a job.
And welcome back, Banafsha.
Hello.
What's going on behind the scenes work-wise regarding me?
Oh, okay. I'm just... Banafsha wants to know, what do you need to know about your work situation? I don't think that there's as much behind the scenes stuff going on as you seem to think. Because when I try and pick up on what you feel almost like it's cloak and dagger. And I just feel more like it's a little bit of gossip, and that they watch everybody a bit. They just want to know how all their employees are doing. Okay, so. Okay. So it's not you in particular, but it is a size that they are going to be looking into downsizing a bit. Let's see what. Okay. They are going to be looking downsize a bit, and it is a money saving measure. It does feel like you can negotiate a bit with this. So the things that they're planning aren't about you in particular, but it's about the company. And it's a good time for you to, sell your how computer savvy you are, how you wouldn't have any trouble making the transition to working from home, stuff like that.
Okay, and next, Braveheart. Looking for a spirit guide messages.
Okay, so what does Braveheart spirit guides want him to know? So coming to the fall. You know, for some odd reason they keep showing me like scarves and socks. And yeah, especially socks. And it's talking about just being prepared. So make sure you have an extra pair of nice warm socks and maybe a scarf and a toque in your car. Because you're just going to have bad luck. The days that you decide to go out are going to be exactly the days when Mother Nature decides to make it really cold and brisk. All right, so what else does Spirit want you to know? Okay, so you notice you got three really powerful cards, but they're reversed. And one of the things that I feel like you need to know right now has to do with like the old order. It's like the older generation, the people that have been on the top forever, that they might not be keeping up with the times and they may not be manifesting. So what your guides want you to know is that this is a time to be current and to be able to step in where others fall, yeah, where others fall down. Because there's a failure to manifest amongst some of the more experienced, older, higher management people up the pyramid, you know, that aren't keeping up with the times, and that will open up, an opportunity for you. Okay, so who's next?
Cindy C is next.
Hi.
Should I go visit my sister in Sarnia before leaving for Florida?
Well, of course you should.
We were just in Sarnia.
Yeah.
They changed the name of the beach on me.
Okay, so should Cindy C go to Sarnia on her way to Florida?
It's either that or I never knew the real name.
She could stand to talk to you. I think she's got some stuff going on in her personal life that she wouldn't normally discuss, maybe over the phone or online. I think this is a good time to visit her. She seems to be having some relationship difficulties, so she needs to feel a little supported there. Yep. Should definitely visit her. You can make a difference.
All right, folks, we'll be right back. Well, folks, it's time once again for Pick a Card. Sally shuffled her cards, and she's going to pull three of those right now. The reading for the card you chose is your reading for the week ahead.
Yes, it is.
Yikers.
So, which card did you pick? Did you pick card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? Well, if you pick card number 1, then your tarot card for this week is the Four of Pentacles reversed. And the Four of Pentacles, right side up, talks about the miser, talks about hanging on to everything. You know, just with hanging on to everything with everything you got. But when it's reversed like that, it says that the miser around you is going to release the grasp. So there's going to be money and resources available from unexpected sources this week. Keep your eyes open.
Ooh.
Did you pick card number 2? Well, if you pick card number 2, then your card for this week is the world reversed. And the world right side up means achievement, balance, means, it's like getting to the top of the mountain. When it's reversed like this, it says you'll get close. And I always think that's best time, not when you're standing on top of the mountain, but when you're doing those last little climbs. So it is going to be a week where you should feel proud of yourself. And you should be working at moving forward on your life goals. Did you pick card number 3? Well, if you pick card number 3, then your card for this week is the 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups is all about, turning, not necessarily turning your back, but putting material concerns on the back burner, which can equate to turning your back on wealth, but it can mean that this week, instead of focusing on what it's going to cost or what it's going to make you, this is a week when you're focused more on how it works on a spiritual and emotional level. So you're looking at things that are bigger and issues that are bigger than money or resources or the material concerns. You are going to be sorting out wealth and resource issues. And it does feel like my eyes keep being attracted to the moon. And in this card, the moon's in 2 separate phases. It's in the waning phase, but it's also in the full moon phase. So it's kind of reminding you that right now, this week, the cycle is going to be, it might seem like life is taking things off the shelf for you. And what this card says is this week, everything that life takes away from you means that something new is coming. So make room in your life for something new. Okay. And thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week for another episode of Pick a Card. Have a great, was this September
14th, 15th?
15th.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yes. So this would be the last week of summer. Enjoy. Here, who do we have next?
Who's next? Let's find out. Leo Moon.
Hi, Leo Moon.
Do I have a chance with the relationship with ST, or am I wasting my time?
Well, let's see. These 2 cards say you worry about too much. You when you think in terms of things you do not want in your life, you're going to come up with a whole long list of things, of nots. What you need to focus on is what you do want in your life. And what you do want in relationships, instead of worrying about all the little things that can go wrong. I think you've been lied to a lot in the past, and it shows. You worry about red flags before they even show up. Oh, so with ST, that was the...
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. Okay. So with ST, it does feel like this is a relationship that can move forward, but it does seem like you're going to need another week or 2 to get her to kind of thaw out a little bit and move forward one step after another. So the relationship is not a waste of time. It's just a matter that you're both sort of standing still and moving slow because you're both worried about the red flags and you're both worried about all the do nots instead of what you actually want.
And next we have Melons Maloney, who wants to know about a rental vehicle this week. Or is it next week? When?
Okay. Your rental vehicle. This week, next week. Okay. Melons Maloney rental vehicle. Oh, gee. I think there's got to be insurance involved here. Because it's almost like you're waiting for some person, and fill in the blank, substitute the word person, to actually sign a single form to release the money for the rental vehicle. Oh, well. Yes, you will get a rental vehicle. You'll also get a budget. So you might have a hard time getting one for the money that you have, and you might have to come up with some out-of-pocket money.
But it'll look like it'll be not this week, but next week.
Yep. You still are waiting for somebody to release some money for you.
Release the hounds. Dorella wants to know, what will TL's reaction be when he sees me at the end of the month?
What are you going to be wearing? Okay, so Dorella and TL. Dorella and TL. This is the Joy of Sex book that we were talking about a couple of nights ago, where the woman is recommended to show up at the door dressed only in a ribbon, a bow.
I never read it, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah. I think the book was a comedy. So anyhow, let's see. TL's reaction. TL. Yeah, you got you're getting a little too wound up over this, and because the first thing that the cards are telling you, and your guys are shouting at me even before I put down a card, is that you need to turn down the intensity here a degree or two, Dorella, because you're kind of it's just a meeting, it's just establishing a friendship. So if you're looking for him to fall to his knees and declare that you are the love of his life and release doves and balloons and stuff, that's not going to happen. But it does feel like this is something worthwhile. It feels like you've both gone through your issues. You've both gone through your own issues in the past, and you both kind of have to reassure one another. So you want to know what his response is. I think it's going to be guarded. It's going to be good, but it's going to be guarded as well. Yeah. Yeah. Although he is, it must be a long distance relationship, because he's still to the point where he's thinking about the practicality of it.
Men.
Did you end up getting yourself a Virgo male there?
No, he's a Cancer.
Oh, that's right. You said it's Cancer.
Yeah. I think Dorella turning it down is gonna be a challenge. Her baseline's 11.
Yeah, well.
Hey, welcome back, Olivier. Will it be possible to receive invitations working overseas to another country in the future? All right.
Okay, so I think we're looking at relocation, moving to another country.
Yeah. What's the possibility of getting some invitations?
Yeah. What's down there?
What does Olivier need to do to make that happen?
Let's see what Spirit has to say to you about that. Okay, so for starters, it's saying that you're kind of looking in too many directions at once, and you need to thin out the possibilities a little bit. So decide on it's kind of like come up with a short list, because it feels like you need to do research into any country to which you want to relocate. But right now, you've got if you were going to look at all the countries that are on your list, you would have 15 or 20 years worth of research. So narrow it down to 4 or 5 countries. Yeah, definitely nail it down to 4 or 5 countries, because the Fool, no matter how he is aspected, is a good sign of opportunity, an opportunity that presents itself sometimes even in a dry and arid situation. Because it's saying even if you don't see the possibilities, know that they're there. So it is time for you to have a little bit of faith. Yeah, definitely. Because it does look like it goes forward fast once you've got the proper focus.
Thorella, I can't answer that question. I wasn't listening to your reading. Slow Deezy wants to know, is Pac a friend or a potential for a girlfriend?
So, Daisy, you need to learn the art of flirtation. It just feels like you don't, it's kind of like nobody knows, the girls don't know where they stand with you. Okay. Yeah, okay. You know, Pac has gone through her share of problems. Because I see that right there. But it also looks like she's got a lot of good energy and she's really fighting to move ahead. So it's nice to be with a high energy person. Yeah, you have the Lovers, and even though it's reversed, I am going to point out that it's on the positive aspect of things. So I think this could be a love connection. An imperfect one, but it could be a love connection. It's kind of like you're similarly wounded souls.
Thank you to all of you who are liking and subscribing to the channel. I see quite a few new names at the bottom of the list here. We'll try and get to you as soon as we can. We do take them in sequence. Brahman, looking for spirit messages using the runes.
Okay. Runes. Oh, those 2 runes. So, the first rune you get that's turned up is Wunjo, which is success. It's victory. So, excuse me there. The spirit is telling you that you're going in the right direction, and look for some victories, whether that's in the form of an attaboy or a promotion. Somehow you're going to be rewarded. Life is bringing rewards. And the other one, is Reichtho, which is wagon, truth, things moving forward quickly. I think that maybe you have a road trip coming up, because I'm really getting the feeling of fall and fall colors. Pumpkin spice latte.
Macho Mandy, just type in your question and make sure to add a question mark to it.
Yes.
Blah blah 2, welcome back. Do you see my love life coming? Oh, no, I'm reading stuff that's not there. Do you see any love coming my way this year? Didn't you ask that a couple of weeks ago? Let's see if things have changed.
Yeah.
Or maybe I
Well,
just got you confused with somebody else.
it's hard just sitting and waiting for love.
Well, that's kind of pointless.
Yeah, it's well,
Well,
we've got a
that's like
world
getting
that's,
into the boat. I'm going to row across the other shore and not bringing any oars with you.
yeah, true. But in general, we live in a world where, half people are face to face, and the other half is online when it comes to dating.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
anyhow, love for blah blah, love for blah blah. And it's funny that I got into the internet thing because I feel like one of the messages right now is that you're not, you shouldn't be going online for love. You just don't have, you're not very good at filtering out the chafe. But you want to know if love is coming to you? Yes, love is coming to you before the new year. Yeah, yeah, you've got somebody maybe a little older, definitely a little bit more serious, and settled down. Yeah, give this one 2 thumbs up. You might be looking at Taurus. Yeah. Don't know what else I can tell you. That's pretty good.
All right, so I see a lot of newcomers here. We're usually done at 10 o'clock, folks, but I think we're going to go late today. Charger Fan 870. What do Charger Fan 870 spirit guides want him to know? Or her? Oh, who am I kidding? You're a Charger fan, so it's a him. I don't really care if it's the football team or the car.
Charger. Nice car. Charger. What does Charger need to know? And well, you talk about being Charger. The first thing that the deck throws at you is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is he's a Dark Knight, but he's the one that kind of moves forward with no fear. Some may see him as reckless, and if that's how people want to see him, so be it. But it does look like Spirit wants you to know that this is a time to get moving. Don't worry so much about planning. So maybe you're just too much of a hand wringer. Save that. Let the Virgos do that. We're the pros. Yeah, it does look like there's some travel coming up for you that you're uncomfortable about. I'm wondering if that's I wonder if that's kind of a medical appointment or something, because I'm actually getting a physical discomfort. And it looks like the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords. Yeah, this is the time to just go forward. You know how they say it's easier to apologize afterwards than to ask permission ahead of time. You're basically one of those situations. So go forward. If you screw up, fix it afterwards. Just keep moving forward, because there's something big in front of you that you can catch.
Okay. Next, we have Leet.
Hi, Leet.
Will I do better as an insurance agent or adjuster?
Oh,
so do you want to be disliked or really disliked?
Well, at least the adjuster has contractors buying them lunches.
I suppose the difference really is between selling something and then giving away money.
It's an insurance company. Insurance companies do not give away money. Okay, so I think that all right, Queen of Cups. And going to Judgment. All right, so I really think that this is more of an adjuster. I just say that because it does seem like you've got something to do with how the money's doled out. And it really feels like your judgment has a lot to do with it. And right in the middle, there's kind of this gray area. And so that's what makes me think that we're dealing with adjuster. Yeah, he'll do better as an adjuster.
Moving on to Kelsey Wells.
Hey, Kelsey.
Will I make better pay at my job? I just got a new job, but the pay is low.
You. All right. So, Kelsey Wells. You know, nothing attracts a new job like having another new job. And I just say that because I don't see you settling. I just don't see you settling down for any amount of time or putting down roots in something that's low paying.
Yeah.
That's just
Well, the question
never has been your style.
the question I have is, why would your employer pay you more if you're doing the job for what they're paying you now?
Yeah, well, right now Kelsey's working for a company that may be growing in the wrong direction. Yeah, company's growing in the wrong direction. But I really feel like you are going to, like I said, nothing attracts a new job like already having a new job. Because I feel like, I don't see you in a low income, low opportunity position. Yeah, this sort of assures you that you haven't quite made the whole journey yet, but you're on, this job's a good start. Takes you in the right direction. So I think that you might be looking at maybe focusing on some new stuff and taking new directions. And there's a few things you need to know about the industry before you're ready to move out to something bigger. Yes, because it does say before the end of the year you will have separated from them and found a new job. So I think you're good for about 2 months there. Just enough to find out which companies you really want to be working for. Okay.
Moving on to Double A.
Oh, my favorite battery.
Do you see me getting married again in the future?
They say that marriage is a wonderful institution, but who wants to be institutionalized? See, Double A getting married in the future. Interesting. It feels like you've either been married or in a long-term relationship where you got cheated on. Because it feels like you're focused on marriage because you're looking for a relationship with guarantees. Yeah. All right. And yeah. Yes. I do see you headed toward marriage. I give it about 3 years. I think you still need to get over your trust issues. But yeah, 3 years.
Just ignore the broken down car he shows up with. Virgo star.
Virgo star.
Will I have a love relationship by the end of this year? All right.
Another one looking for love.
Yeah, you got a little over 3 months to make that happen.
Yeah, but we all want to be in a relationship over the holidays.
Yeah, because Hollywood tells us to.
Yeah. Plus, how are you going to have the Hallmark moment if you don't have Prince Charming? It looks like, they say you have to kiss a lot of toads to get it before you find your prince. Yeah, you've kissed a lot of toads. Oh, but yeah. Okay. This is Virgo star. Love relationship by the end of the year. Yeah. Yeah, I do see you. I do see somebody there. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. By the end of the year, there is something brewing there.
Whenever I see that 10 of Cups, I always think of the song Sunshine Superman.
Yeah, I'm surprised that you know Donovan. I lived.
Are you really surprised that I know Donovan?
Oh, I love Donovan. I used to live in 29 Palms, which is right up the road from Yucca Valley, where Donovan lived.
What? I'm surprised that you're surprised.
I shouldn't be. I remember that our first night together, the night of our first kiss, you introduced me to Billie Holiday.
Yeah, well, you gotta start somewhere.
Perfect song.
Okay, do we do?
And we
No,
just did
no,
Tarot Star,
no, Virgo Star.
Virgo Star.
All right, so let's go back to Crystal, 1983. What's keeping N from reaching out to me?
Mm,
I'm not quite sure why you think it's an external force.
it's not. It's not.
He just
But he
doesn't want
says
to.
it is. He says it is. And I don't think that you should be the third wheel in a relationship. And that's the long and the short of it. You're the third wheel. You know you're the third wheel, but you're accepting a lot of excuses because you don't want to face the cold hard facts right in front of you. And I'm sorry to put it to you that bluntly, but Spirit's putting it to me that bluntly.
All right, well, can't do much about that.
Yeah.
Wendy Mosiro,
Hi, Wendy.
looking for a general message.
Okay, what does Wendy need to know? What does Wendy need to know? Okay, so Wendy. Be careful at intersections. I just say that because not everybody who's supposed to stop does stop. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. It looks like you've wanted to do some sort of a move, and the cards are saying that you're finally going to have enough money in the piggy bank to go ahead and do that move. It's basically you need to move out of a tense situation into a more relaxed situation, and it just feels like somewhere where you can breathe. Yeah, and there are a couple choices coming up for you. So I do feel like there are a couple job opportunities ahead of you because it says before the end of the year you're going to have to make a choice there.
Woo-hoo. Jordan wants to know what's coming up for me in the new year. Oh my god, you've already given up
The
the next 3
train.
months? Oh boy.
Yeah, for the next 3 months, Jordan's gonna sleep in till noon and eat Cheetos.
You know, Jordan, that New Year is so far away still that I suggest you come back in about 6 weeks and ask that question again. I'm being quite serious.
But one of the things I see now, this isn't toward developing a relationship in the new year, but a relationship right now. Feels like the spirit's saying, go to the fall fairs. It doesn't matter if you're traveling alone. Go to the fall fairs. Watch the tractor pull. Watch take part in the pumpkin and a catapult kind of thing. I really get this kind of fall fun feel that's surrounding you and relationships. So relationship is much more close than you think. Oh, that's a dog. The dog's growling in his sleep. Oh, Okay, Jordan. Let's see.
Oh, the dog's scratching his ear.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What was Jordan's question?
What's coming up for me next in the new year?
Oh, in the new year.
Yeah, that's why I suggested he comes back in 6 weeks and ask that question again.
Yeah, and I got that feeling that, it's time for you to go to fall fairs, and yeah, it's definitely time for you to
I mean,
go.
you got 3 major arcana there.
Yeah, and you've got some pretty powerful ones. They're saying, go out there. No matter what, go out there. Yes, there's love waiting for you right now.
There you go.
Wait 3 freaking weeks. 3 freaking months.
Okay, moving on to Jessica.
Jessica.
Looking for a general reading. Let's see.
What does Jessica need to know?
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Anybody that wants a reading online, and anymore, most of my readings are online, just send an email to info@sallydiane.com. And also, for those of you in the Stratford area, know that I will be participating in the upcoming Halloween market on October 11th at the Army Navy complex right here on Lorne Avenue in Stratford. So, and back to
Jessica.
Jessica. General reading. What does Jessica need to know? Okay, Jessica, one thing you need to know is that life is moving forward, and you are traveling toward a more money making opportunity. I'm not sure whether this is a promotion or a new job, but it feels like it's something that comes in the new year, because right now it's sort of like you're in the beginning phases, beginning stages of something very special, and your life is moving forward in a stress-free way. So this is a good time for you to embrace change, just because you're at a point in your life where you can do so easily.
Next, we have Linda Swan, who wants to know about her energies in October.
Okay. Okay, so energies for Miss Swan.
Yep.
I know you hear it all the time.
Apparently, not everybody's familiar with that show.
The ones that were are laughing. You look like a man. Okay, so coming up for Miss Swan in October. I had to say it. It feels like you've got happiness coming towards you in October. I don't think it's kind of happiness like when you win the lottery, but kind of happiness like when a puppy cuddles up to you or something. Oh yeah, yeah. Uh, you are entering into a very loving period of your life. You've got this 2 of Cups here, and it just feels like so good. October is going to be like a warm hug for you. Oh yeah, people that get in your face, they usually get in your face and compete with you all the time. Even they're going to give you a break. So you got a pretty good October coming up for you. Yeah, yeah. I don't know who the devil is in your life, but for some reason, the devil in your life is being quiet in October. Are we looking at a sibling here? Somebody that undermines your confidence? It's good to know that they let up for a month, but it might be time for you to get away from that toxicity for good. Okay, so who's next?
Bramptonite is next. How soon do you see me selling my condo?
I'm getting 2 months. I'm also getting the number 13, and that feels like it's kind of like you're going to get 13 less than what you're expecting for it.
Let's hope that's not 13%.
Yeah, I think it's 13,000. Yeah, because there's an offer coming up, and the cards are just saying, when you get an offer, it feels kind of weird because you get two real close to each other, and it's kind of an illusion because it makes you feel like you've got time and you've got choices, and this is something easy to sell. No, it's not an easy sell. You just luck out in getting a choice between two offers, and they're both low. Sorry. Yeah, you can sell it within between 1 or 2 months, 4 weeks to 2 months. And there's a choice that you're going to get, but like I said, it's not going to be exactly as much as you want it. But it's right now, like this card indicates, it's a good time to get rid of it as quickly as possible, while you can still get anything for it.
Good morning, Soshama.
Good morning.
I'm looking for a teaching job as a college assistant professor. Please guide me regarding this. Oh, well, let's see what the cards have to say about that.
I don't think that just does not feel that difficult. You're more respected than you realize. Yeah. You're more respected and well regarded. It's like whatever it is, you're getting into new territory here, because the High Priestess reverse is saying that you might not know everything about what you're getting into right now, but that's okay. It works out well for you. The devil, but the devil's where the devil's positioned. It says that you don't have to sell yourself, and if something feels wrong, don't do it. You have the power to say no. And you've got once you get there, there's somebody there that likes to push your boundaries, likes to push moral boundaries. And you never want to do that, because if somebody makes you, kind of reset your moral compass half a degree one week, they're going to be making you twist it totally around the next. So stick to your morals.
Next, we have Divine Oracle Podcast, who wants to know, should I go back to the craft vendor market I was at, where the organizers were rude to us?
Ooh, I think there's a kind of a fire and a fire and gasoline kind of combination there. Yeah. Don't worry about it, because there's another opportunity coming up. There's always another opportunity. And basically the first feeling I got was that like however much they annoyed you this time, they're going to annoy you twice as much the next time, if you allow there to be a next time.
It feels like these are new to the game, and they haven't quite figured out how to deal with markets and fairs that aren't well attended.
Yes.
Because when you not trying to take their side, but they're greatly disappointed at the low turnout, and on top of that, they hear from all the vendors about the low turnout. So they have this internal struggle about, man, people aren't showing up, and then they have the external voices going, hey man, people ain't showing up to this.
So I think I got one or two more questions in me.
All right. Dwayne Libra.
Yes.
Dwayne's current feelings towards me.
Dwayne the bathtub I'm dwelling. I had to say that. It's no not joke that I think of every time I hear the name Dwayne. And who am I reading for?
Queen Libra.
Queen Libra. Okay, Queen Libra. And you wanted to know about wait a second, where is she? I want to know exactly what the question was, because you really got a good response here from the cards. Oh, Dwayne's current feelings toward me. Okay, yeah. I was trying to remember the name. Dwayne, of course, Dwayne's bathtub. Okay, so what he thinks is, I'm wondering if maybe you guys went out at a younger time, because right now he does worry about some shadows from the past coming back to haunt you. But overall, this is a good reading, because when he looks at what's going on with you, he feels like every time he sees you, he's a little bit more impressed and he's a little bit more happy with his choices.
Queen Libra says that they've never met.
Okay, so then something about you reminds him of somebody he met, because when he's dealing with you, he's dealing with some old baggage. So it takes him a while to realize that he made the right decision when he decided to go with you.
All right. Sally says she's got one more in her.
One more.
All right. So Toxic Waif, you know how to get a hold of Sally, so we're not doing you. Isha, are Frank's feelings deep for me? Not as deep as they could be, but he's getting there. This is going to be a slow one and a long one, so just take your time. So, Allie, what message do you see about a new job I've been offered? Is it my best option? Let's do that one, Sally.
Okay. Allie's new job.
No.
The job offer.
Job offer. Oh.
Start here. Ooh, it's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah, this is definitely a good one. And it says take the job offer, and once you get there, you're going to have a say in what the job actually is. So it feels like maybe it's a new position, because as well as getting the job, you're also working a bit on developing the aspects of the job.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. So Stephanie and Macho Mandy Savage, I'm sorry we didn't get to you this week. Try again next week. We start at 9 o'clock every Sunday night. That's 9 p.m. Eastern time. We are always late. So you don't have to worry about missing the beginning. But we always stay a little late too.
Yes.
You can put the cards down now, Sally.
Yes.
The readings are done.
Anybody who's interested in getting a reading from me, my readings are online. Just send an email to info@sallydiane.com and we'll set something up.
Any parting words?
Have a great week, folks. Last week of summer, make it count.